Hello, and welcome to the show where I talk about any and everything I'm watching on my TV, and that includes TV shows and movies. Since it is the new year, I decided to give you the list of shows that I watch every year. All right, so let's just get into it. So the first show is, and this is in no particular order, the first show is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know a lot of people are huge fans of this show, but I think it is one of the best shows ever made, not just animated shows, but like all shows in general. It has one of the best redemption arcs that I've ever seen in television, and it tackles so many different issues, even though it's just a bunch of kids, and it can be a kid's show, but I've never watched it as a kid. I only ever watched it as an adult. So those are just some of the reasons that I think it is a great show. Like, all of their characters are like super fleshed out and their arcs are really well done. Yeah, so it's just a great show, and everyone I know, mostly everyone I know, watches it and thinks it is fantastic. So that's what I think. Moving on to the second one, it's Fringe. Now this is one of my classic sci-fi shows that I really enjoy. It has all the sci-fi things like time travel, alternate universes, mad scientists, futuristic technology. There's a team, and there's one person on the team that's connected to law enforcement, like an FBI agent or a cop. It's just very classic sci-fi, and that's why I really like to watch it. And also, one of the characters is John Noble, and he's an amazing actor. On to the next one, it's Orphan Black. Now, this is another sci-fi show, but it's a really, really good example of a show that just seems like it was very well thought out. Like, when you watch all of the seasons, it just looks like they knew what they were gonna do for the whole series right in the beginning. And I really like when shows do that. And it got to end on its own time and on its own terms. So that's a plus. Also, this show comes full circle at the end, and I really, really enjoy it when shows do that. Now on to another one, another animated series. It's an anime called Carol and Tuesday. It is a musical anime, and it's like, unless you think that Avatar is an anime, it's one of the only ones that I've ever gotten into. It's just a really great story. It takes place on Mars, which is wild. And like I said, it's a musical anime, and the music is really, really good. Like, it's pop, but it's also like really chill and mellow. Like, I still listen to the music all the time. Like, whenever I need to be calm and like I'm feeling stressed out or whatever, I'll just put on that music, and it like really chills me out. What else? Yeah, it's also funny and can be serious, and it's just a great story about two people trying to make it in the music industry on Mars. And it's like two girls, and they meet. They're both musicians, and they meet. So it's about their friendship and how they come together to make music, and they basically shake up the whole planet. And then lastly is Grey's Anatomy. Now, I try not to watch the show every year, but every summer, like around July, I'm always like, okay, I'm just gonna watch Grey's Anatomy. But I will say, I never watch the series in its entirety. Like, I always will be like, oh, I'm gonna start at this season, and then I'll go for a certain point, or I'll start at the beginning and stop at a certain season, or I'll watch every season, but I'll skip a ton of episodes. I actually did go through the entire series this summer because it was quarantine and there was nothing on it and there was nothing to do. But I did write down all of the episodes that I really like, that I like to watch, that I think that are really good. So, side note, if you want me to do a video on that, just let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I end up watching that show every year. I just think it's great. I don't know what it would take for me to stop watching it. And there's like a million seasons, so we'll see. Now, I'll just end by talking about, or by mentioning my honorable mentions. These are the ones that I'd like to watch every year that I don't, but I think I like to watch them like pretty consistently. So, and they are Switched at Birth, Smash, Grimm, The 4400, Living Single, and A Different World. Maybe one time I'll end up watching all of those every year, but as of now, it's just every couple years, every few years, depending on the show. Obviously, the ones like Living Single and A Different World that are like shorter episodes, I'll watch them more frequently, but the other ones that are like hour-long episodes of multiple seasons, it's like every few-ish years I'll watch them. But I do make a point to rewatch these shows again because I think that they are really, really good. So if you've watched any of these shows, let me know in the comments section below. What do you think? How often do you rewatch them? Are there any other shows that you try and rewatch frequently, whether it's every year or every other year, or like you're just always going back to certain shows? Let me know what those shows are in the comment section below. And if there's anything that you think I would like after hearing all of those shows that I've watched, please give me suggestions in the comment section below, because I'm always trying to watch new things. We're still in quarantine, there's still nowhere to go and nothing to do, and I get bored. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and find me on the internet's places, and like and share and do all of the things. I'll see y'all later. Bye.